Vivy Fluorite Eyes Song is an original 13-episode anime made by Studio Wit and apparently written by the person behind ReZero, which actually explains a lot of things. I did originally think that the show is pretty much what would have happened if the author of ReZero watched the entirety of the Terminator movies and decided that he can do a better job. Not that it would be that much of an accomplishment. So the show begins with the predictable idea of AI going to war against humanity. One scientist person then sends a robot into the past to find Diva, the first human-like AI ever to be built, after which he recruits her into his scheme to change time by altering key points that would lead to the human-machine war. They obviously won't succeed, because time is a symmetrical potato, but we'll get to it later. Throughout the 13 episodes of the show's runtime, the anime time skips from one singularity point to another, the description of which will depend entirely on how seriously are you willing to take the story. It'll either be emotional moments of Vivy confronting both the enemy and herself, growing both as a fighter and a character, or pretty much a parade of interchangeable stories that are designed with a specific purpose to make the viewer feel sad. And that's kinda the biggest issue with the show in general. It feels beautiful visually, stylistically, and even plot-wise, yet it's a pretender, nothing more. Once the magic of the show fades, you'll see that each plot arc repeats roughly the same narrative structure. Vivy is doing her singer thing, everything goes all hunky-dory, and then Matsumoto jumps in and sends her on a mission. There she sees some character who will then have a sort of emotional twist that will make either Vivy or the entire fucking show to contemplate on how sad this whole ordeal really is, and then the character in question dies, and then it starts all over again until the last 3 episodes, which serve as the show's climax, where we learn that the local Skynet is actually Skynet, and Vivy fails to stop it the first time, but then succeeded the second time and dies, at least as far as the show is concerned. The graphics and the music of the show are great to both look and listen to, and a lot of scenes carry a lot of meanings, both thematically and plot-wise. And the last episode was both emotionally fulfilling, climactic, and what's most important, didn't end on a to-be-continued notion, which as far as I'm concerned is fucking amazing. The reason why I sound like a negative Nancy is probably because of the reaction I expect from people watching this show. A mixture of blind consumerism and smug know-it-all attitude, as some people will data mine the shit out of the anime for various Easter eggs and whatnot. But then again, maybe that's just me, since I've never hidden the fact that I consider most anime watchers to be dopamine junkies, constantly on the look for the next emotional fix. So I guess your enjoyment of the show will strongly depend on your initial impressions. If you treat the show as basically a sad anime Terminator lookalike, then this is a great anime to watch, with strong plot, good production values, and it's definitely going to be one of the best animes I've watched this season so far. Should you expect anything more out of it, however, and you'll see that it's a hollow shell of an anime, with plot so banal and unoriginal it could be accurately crammed into exactly 1 episode, which they ironically did, and the only reason why this anime ranked so high for me is because there wasn't that much competition this year to begin with. Still not a bad experience, mind. It's a fun little story, well told, and vastly more interesting than other newer original animes I had to watch, and next to some future contestants, it's like a firmly built log house next to a piss puddle.